Hello everyone, it's that time of the year. It's time for my ugly Christmas sweater. I based it on the Grinch this year. I am super excited. This was the actual sweater he wore in the movie. I'm just going to try to recreate it. I'm listing everything that I bought for supplies because this is hand stitched. It takes about 2 weeks, but in this video it's going to take me like 10 minutes. So if you'd like to see the end result, please keep watching. There are a lot of things that I've had before in the past from Christmas sweaters, and I just collected so I don't have to keep buying new things. Again, my sewing kit is so small, but this kit right here is going to get me through the entire sweater. So I start by drawing the outline of the Christmas tree that goes on the front of his sweater, and then I take my scissors and I cut the outline just so that we can get it to the Grinchy feel. I may not follow it verbatim on what I drew just because I'm trying to make it as cartoonish as possible. The Grinch has a red border around his Christmas tree, so I'm gonna do that by just pinning this down to some red felt, and then I'll take the scissors and painstakingly cut around this green tree with my scissors. As I'm doing all this, I'm literally sitting on my floor watching either The Office, a Christmas movie, something to keep me going with iced coffee right beside me. To make it a little bit more cartoonish, I take red thread instead of green thread, and I use that to sew the red felt and the green felt together. That way I feel it gives it more of a Christmas vibe and a more of a, cartoonish look. The Grinch does have a star at the top of his tree, so I'm just going to use some red felt and yellow felt to make that star. On his Christmas tree, he has "I love Xmas," and so I just used some more yellow felt and red. You can obviously see the mess I've made. I painstakingly sewed every single bell onto this tree. Making sure to add that lopsided tree in. I decided to go a little above and beyond on the stripes on his arms because just red stripes weren't enough for me. So I added some green, red, and yellow felts, bells, palms, all of it. Cutting out all these little H's and O's was time consuming, but I thought they were just the cutest thing. I did measure the length of the arm going up so that the felt wouldn't be too tight around the arm fabric of the sweater. I did decide at the last minute I wanted the Grinch's fingers holding an ornament on the back of my sweater. I used some green felt and a Sharpie to shape that out. So this was actually very productive for me when I sat on the floor right up against the picture using the Sharpie to draw the fingers. It did help in me seeing the vision of his hand. Once his hand is complete, I decided that I did want to sew some black felts on the back of his fingers and hand so that it will kind of have like a border between the cream sweater and his green fingers. I'm going to pin these down, cut that border, and then later on you will see me attach the green fur. I was so stoked to see the end result of this hand because I had no idea where I was going with it. I just wanted to see it on the back. This green fur went absolutely everywhere. I had to shake it down the road from my house because it was just all over the place. I mean, as you can see, this was just the little bit I picked up. So in thinking of making the ornament that the Grinch will hold with his fingers, I used some blue felt for the background of the ornament and a Sharpie to shape out a circle. Of course, I trimmed that up multiple times trying to get the perfect circle. I used some extra felt that I had on hand to make the design, and then I also wanted to make it pretty authentic, so I made the little silver piece that goes at the top of the ornament and the loop. I went ahead and took the Grinch's fingers and pinned them against the green fabric so I could go ahead and start cutting those out. That pinky was just so furry. I love it. I did take measurements of the sleeves and the neck opening so that I would know the exact amount to cut off and not waste any fabric. I went ahead and sewed the neck on off camera just to see how it would look. You can see the stitches. This was actually really easy to sew by hand. I think anyone can work with a needle and thread if you just give it a shot. His hands, they're so furry. Alright everyone, and that is my 2019 ugly Christmas sweater. Although a lot of people told me that they did not think it was ugly, they thought it was quite cute and they wanted to buy it. But these are all from me. This is my 4th ugly Christmas sweater. I'm probably going to make one every year so that when I become a little old lady, I can wear one for a whole month.